So here are some quick psychology translations of colloquial terms of toxic workplace norms so that you can identify them and get the help that you need. Quiet cracking was trending like a week or so ago, and when I heard about that, I was like, that just sounds like burnout. Like, I don't understand what the difference between quiet cracking and burnout is. And part of that's my neurodivergence, but part of it is also getting trapped inside my own expertise jargon. And the problem with that is, one, that makes it harder for me to relate to other people outside of my field, but two, that also makes it harder for other people to get the help that they need. Because if you're using like a trendy term like quiet cracking, you might not find the same resources you need as if you're searching for burnout. One, you might encounter someone who is the eternal victim. In psychology, we would say they have an external locus of control and a victim mentality. This is consistently attributing failures to external factors, taking no accountability. This person sees themselves as powerless compared to external forces. I'm a fan of recognizing external forces that influence our behavior. We are not existing in a vacuum, but when someone doesn't acknowledge any of their individual behavior, they are the eternal victim. And so if you hold them accountable for harms they are doing at work, they will blame everything but themselves. Here's the person who values reputation over reality. And in psychology, we talk about impression management, their public versus their private persona. I talk about impression management so much in my upcoming book, The Unwritten Rules of Work, that it has an introduction section before I talk about the unwritten rules associated with impression management. This is the strategic control of information about yourself, information in the workplace, to influence other people's perceptions of you and your work. It can even have huge discrepancies between who you are as a person and your work image. You can also have a far check from reality. Not all of it's bad. We all manage personas. Even think about your online dating profile, okay? But sometimes it does get taken to the extreme. There's the frenemy. This one's more well known as passive-aggressive behavior or covert hostility, the indirect expression of negative feelings through seemingly positive, subtly hostile actions, or aggression disguised as friendliness. I talk about this a lot with the unwritten rule of indirect communication, as well as the unwritten rule of boundaries, when you're not sure if somebody's trying to be your friend or if they're trying to get personal information to use on you later. This is how bullying usually happens in workplaces, and this is why I'm developing a course on workplace bullying. I'll go live on this on September 9th and save the recording in my school community. You can get there through the link in my bio. Let me know if this is helpful and if you want to see the remaining 6 terms that I have saved.